Hello friends, today I have a small trick for you bounty hunter players out there. Though if you play bounty hunter, you may already know this trick. And if you don't play bounty hunter, I guess this is for you, but you'll never use this trick, so I don't know. Shadow Walk can actually be applied twice in one cast. So the way it usually works, you cast it, you fade to invis, you're now invis, and when you attack someone, you pop out of invis and you apply a 4-second slow to them, like so. That's how it typically works. But you'll notice it has a fade time. Maybe you wouldn't notice that, and so I will point it out to you. It has a fade time. And if your attack lands during that fade time, you will apply the slow, but you won't break your invis. So let me demonstrate. I hit him, the attack landed while I was fading into invis, and now I'm still invisible. I can walk away, or I can hit him again and apply another slow. Now the slows don't stack or anything, so if you do it back to back, you're not getting an increased slow or like 8-second slow suddenly. It's probably going to be about 5 seconds. 1 second, you apply a 4-second slow, and in between the first attack and the second attack, it's about 1 second. So you refresh it to be a 4-second slow again after 1 second, which is 5 seconds. That's better than 4 seconds, and that's why this is a +1 MMR trick. This used to be better when Shadow Walk applied damage. So I don't remember what it was. It was like 30 damage or something at level 1. And so instead of casting Shadow Walk and getting 30 damage, you would do this trick and get 60 damage because you would attack twice. You would hit someone, 30 damage, hit them again, 60 damage, and it was just with one cast. Now that it's a slow and it has that diminishing returns that I explained where you're not getting like 8 seconds of slow and you're not getting like 28% slow because it's not like doubling up or something, it's not so useful. But if they ever, put that damage back in or something, maybe this would be a little more useful. Now, having said that, there are still some applications for it. Like, for example, you could slow 2 heroes at once. So you hit the axe, and then you hit the tiny. Now both of them are slowed for 4 seconds. You've slowed 2 heroes with 1 Shadow Walk. Not bad. And let's say you're ganking an axe. Technically, or not the axe, but like any mid laner, technically you could just apply 8 seconds of slow, which is useful if your mid laner has all the damage and like you really just need to slow them. But that tends to be later in the game, like mid to late game, and you're like in their jungle or something, or maybe you're in your own jungle. You're somewhere, and your mid hero just needs to chase them and do damage, and you just need to apply the 8-second slow. You can do this trick. You wait out the slow, just follow along, and then slow them again, apply that 8 seconds. But if it's early in the game, and you're ganking someone, odds are you're just going to attack again right away. Because if you were to wait, technically you've applied the slow later, oh, I've got 8 seconds of slow. He's under the tower. He's safe. It doesn't matter at that point. So you're probably just going to be attacking him repeatedly, trying to get as much damage out as possible, and like just attacking as you go. So it's going to be like a 5-second slow at that point, which, again, that's better than 4 seconds. So why not do this trick if you can? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. It is awkward to do. This trick does not... Okay, it can always work, but you have to be very specific with how you do it. The fade time at level 1 is 1 second. So what that means is that you could press Shadow Walk, and a lot of time people will leave Shadow Walk at level 1, maybe level 2, for quite a while. And so you could do this trick for quite a while. But you cast Shadow Walk, and then you issue the attack command. Like that. You apply the slow, you're still invis, hit him again, slow him again, or whatever. The trick is done at that point. Once you attack and you're invis, it's up to you what you do, but that is the trick. I don't recommend you get in the habit of doing it that way, though, because as this skill levels up, the fade time decreases. Now, that's supposed to be better for the skill because your hero goes invisible faster, but it means the trick is harder to do because once you go invis, you actually stop attacking. Or you complete the attack and you break your invis right away, which means you didn't do the trick. And if you just wanted to apply a slow right away, like, it's not the biggest loss, but why not go invis between your 2 attacks, So getting in the habit of getting this trick down every time, if that's what you want to do, like, there's not really a penalty to this. Now, to get it every time, what I recommend you do, you're going to issue an attack command on axe. You're going to press E, And the whole time, you have to keep right-clicking axe. So, for example, I'll do it over here so you can see like the button clicking. I'm going to right-click axe, and I'm just going to keep pressing him like the whole time. You know? Usually, that doesn't do anything. But for this trick, it does do something. Where sometimes, in fact, let's level up our E. This will make it a little easier to see. Where if we do this trick now, press E and then attack, you see we broke our own invis, like so. I'll do it again. E, attack. Like, the fade time is actually too fast. And so what you have to do is you have to attack and then issue the E command. But sometimes it doesn't work. He stops. Because fade time technically cancels your attack command, or it tells him to ignore it. Which means you can't just be, like, attacking axe and then decide, oh, I will time my Shadow Walk cast for this trick to work. Oops, I did it at a very bad time there. Awkward. He'll stop. You have to issue the attack command as you do this trick. You can't rely on, like, just leaving it as an attack, a continuous attack like this. You have to rapidly right-click him, or the A command if you want to do that, or whatever your attack key button is. Like, spam click it like that, and time it so that when you press E, your attack lands during this 0.25 fade time. And if you can do it based on the 0.2 fade time, you will always be able to do this, because if you can do it in the short window, why wouldn't you be able to do it in a larger window? You know? So it's... After you know that, it's pretty easy. Just, like, rapidly right-click axe when you're next to him and you're going to do this, and press E after you see him start the attack. And you will, like, almost always get it. And then make sure you tell yourself to stop after that. Because you were rapidly right-clicking, he will continue to auto-attack after that. And so if you actually want to be invis and walk away, you have to stop yourself from doing that second attack. Which most of the time, Bounty Hunter's attack speed is not that fast, so you have like a 1 second window to make sure you don't do the second attack. But I will just give you that fair warning. And that's the trick. Right-click spam or A-click spam. Press E after you see the animation start, and you will get a second proc, like that. The applications being, you can hit 2 heroes, slow them both. You're going to slow the same hero 5 seconds, slow the same hero up to 8 seconds. Maybe you can come up with some additional uses. All right, something I forgot, classic me. This is probably the most useful application of this, so you would have thought I would have remembered it. People cannot hit you while you're invis, as long as they don't have detection. Crazy, right? The way Bounty Hunter wants to trade in the laning phase is to attack once, because Janata has a cooldown and he gets bonus damage. He wants to do a 1-for-1 auto attack trade, because he will always win those. Even Treant Protector, who has the highest base attack damage in the game, cannot compete. 57 damage plus 70 bonus damage. I want to hit once and then back off until this is off cooldown again and do it again. But the issue is, against ranged supports in particular, when you walk up to hit them, they see you coming, they start attacking you, and then when you try to back off, they continue to attack you because they're ranged and they chase you. And instead of being a 1-for-1 auto attack trade, it becomes like 1-4, for example. And at that point, if not even, the range support is actually winning. But if you use this Shadow Walk trick, you can actually get your 1-for-1 trade that you want, and you can actually do it twice. So, for example, we have this Dazzle here, and we're going to do this trick. So, we walk up to Dazzle. We're going to hit him. Now we're invis. Dazzle doesn't know where we are. He attacked us twice, but that's kind of okay. We have higher armor. I would consider that a 1 trade. And in this case, we walked out of on an open field. Now you'll notice, I'll pause here so I have time to talk. Janata came off cooldown, and I'm still invis. Which means I can now walk up to Dazzle as I see fit in the next 5-second opportunity that I have. That's about how long I have left on Shadow Walk. And I can hit Dazzle when he least expects it, and then quickly walk away or walk into trees. So Dazzle is waiting to attack me. I hit him once and I walk away. Dazzle again only gets 2 auto attacks off on me. And at level 2, that is about going even. But as you get a higher level of Janata, this trade works out more and more for you. And if you make use of like trees in the lane, pop around trees to go into Fog of War, and it becomes a 1-on-1 auto attack trade, sorry, this is even better for you. So that's where this trick has the most use. You attack, fade into invis. They cannot continue trading with you because you are invisible. They have to play scared for a little bit because you're invisible, and then when your Janat is off cooldown again, you do the same trick, and now you are winning trades like you would prefer to as Bounty Hunter, and then walking away, and by the time they continue chasing, you're already out of there. So now that is everything. Thank you for watching. Have a great day!